Welcome to On the Other Hand. A special welcome to Brian. Thanks again for the comment and the subscription. This video is a response video to a response video. As such, I would suggest watching the original videos linked in the description to get the full picture. So let's jump right into the video from Polidice responding to FEE's video, Why Nothing is Overpriced.
Yeah, I call this one VCR with a butter knife stuck in it. Brilliant.
Visionary.
I must have it. Name your price. I don't know, I guess like $13 trillion or something.
Yes, I'll give you 4 trillion.
How dare you insult me? No deal. I'll pay the asking price.
13 trillion? That trash isn't worth 13 trillion.
You're right. 14 trillion.
What? No! Don't do that, it's worthless.
Mind your business, lady. Actually,
if you think about it, things are really just worth whatever price the buyer and seller agree on. If either of them thinks the price is wrong, they can walk away.
You're looking at a massive price-fixing scheme. The prices are high because a small group of galleries and collectors decided it was good. And once they do that, the price goes up, whether or not anyone else agrees.
You paint something.
I declare this valuable art.
Go find more tubed meat. We're gonna be rich.
So FEE says, if either of them thinks the price is wrong, they can walk away. And then Polidice cuts to Adam Ruins Everything video about how auctions do very underhanded things to make more money. Here's my bias. I think FEE's Common Sense Soapbox is a well-done video series, but is very libertarian, and Adam Ruins Everything is just as slanted in his own way. I think two things can be true at once. On the one hand, as long as both parties can walk away, nothing is overpriced. And on the other hand, in the real world, people push the line of sales into price gouging. These can be in conflict, but are not mutually exclusive in my eyes. Later, Polidice talks about when you can't walk away.
Again, the theory needs to meet the real world. Sure, in a competitive, open, price-elastic market, the price is just a fair deal between buyers and sellers. But not when it comes to healthcare, education, wages, infrastructure, or really any industry that, for whatever reason, is fundamentally not fit for pure market conditions. And of course, any industry is vulnerable to fraud and market failure, which is why we need regulation to keep private interests in check.
This concept of when spenders are not fit for pure market decisions is difficult to pin down, especially in things like healthcare that Polidice mentions. I agree with Polidice that regulations are needed to keep pure markets in check, but I would like to dig deeper into that idea with an example of healthcare. Polidice responds to a metaphor that FEE puts forward that involves life and death by saying,
See, that is not a free, fair, voluntary exchange. That's coercion. That is making a deal with someone whose life is on the line. Selling an EpiPen that only costs a few dollars to make for hundreds of dollars is coercion. Price gouging basic necessities to hurricane survivors who need them is coercion.
I'd like to push back on the idea that making a deal with people whose lives are on the line is always coercion. On the one hand, I agree that price gouging is very possible in these tough situations, but deciding what is price gouging and what is good business is difficult and fairly subjective. Is it fair that everyone gets medical treatment even if they can't pay for it? If people are treated without charge, is that fair to others? Is it fair to the doctor who doesn't get hired because of a lack of funds? Or the doctor whose wages stagnate because raises can't be afforded? Is it fair to paying patients who have inflated prices for medical treatments or insurance? Lastly, is it fair that insurance companies make a profit on health insurance? These are all hard questions, especially because they are interconnected. Ensuring one party does not experience coercion can easily lead to other parties experiencing it. This might be acceptable to you if a life is on the line, but where does one draw the line? When do enough small, non-life-threatening coercions merit reconsideration of the life-threatening coercion that is being avoided? On the one hand, I think Polidice brings up valid points that need to be addressed. On the other hand, I think if avoiding coercion is the name of the game, FEE makes a more morally coherent argument. FEE presents an ideal, and Polidice presents the complications of reality. As always, thanks, hope you enjoyed.